Well, good afternoon guys. It's Sunday the 26th of May today. It's just coming up 6:30 in the evening down the canal, as you can see. Now, you haven't seen me for a while. Apologies for that. It's been a really busy time for me at the moment. Really busy at work, really busy at home as well. Have been out a few times, which I'll touch on in a minute, but managed to get out this afternoon for a dusk session. You probably see behind me is a chap there fishing. That's a friend of mine called Steve. We've been chatting online for probably best part of a year now, something like that, maybe even more, and we finally got together to have a few sessions recently, and obviously we're here again together this evening. We're doing some Zander fishing, as we tend to do down the canal. Now, I have been out a few times in the busy period. I think it was about 3 weeks ago. It was the first time I came out that you haven't seen me. Had a Zander session up the canal from here, a few miles away, and had a Zander really early on. Really nice fish, put up a great scrap, as you can see. Put a really good scrap for itself, but that was the only action I had that session. I was quite surprised, to be honest, because fish really early on, followed by absolutely nothing. Not a single bite after that. I fished into dark. Nothing at all. The next time I was out, actually, was the first time I got out with Steve. Took me to one of his haunts. It was drizzling with rain. It was a great condition for fishing, not for anglers, but for fishing. Steve had a really good session. He had a few Zander out. I think 6 or 7 in the end. Nothing huge, but you know, some great sport. And also had a huge eel. A lovely eel, as you can see. We didn't weigh, but certainly a few pounds, which is a bit of a surprise. Unfortunately, I bumped 2 fish off and that was it, so I didn't have a good session at all, but you know, Steve caught, so that was great. And I think the session after that I was out. I just managed to get out just for a couple of hours. It was about 8 o'clock in the evening. Just managed to get free one evening, and it's about 8 o'clock by the time I got to the canal, and thought, great, you know, fishing to dark, 8 till 10, that'll do, couple of hours, brilliant. So I set up, cast out, all was great, hadn't had any bites, doing a bit of roaming like I tend to do with the float ledger setups. Then all of a sudden, I was surprised, to say mildly, that a couple of otters ran up the towpath towards me. Not at all scared, not at all bothered. Jumped into water in front of me and proceeded to just swim about in front of me. Really not bothered about my presence at all. So I thought, well, you know, it's time to go home. It was about 9:15, 9:30 by then. And they ended up following me down the towpath. Well, they swam down the canal. I walked down the towpath as I was leaving, and they just followed me. Quite bizarre experience. So that was a bit of a washout. So here we are now. What I've actually done as well, we came out, me and Steve came out a couple of days ago to this very stretch, actually the pound below this one. Had a pretty good session. Why don't you go and have a look at that whilst I get my rods just set up, and I'll see you in a minute.
That was quick.
Well guys, finally a fish. Give it an hour or so down the pound down there and didn't have anything. This one put up a scrap much bigger than his size. He's only a tiddler, but very welcome nonetheless. And I'd only be casting a few minutes, so that was fantastic. Hopefully there's a few more about, and few bigger ones as well. Something's been topping out as well. Something that seems decent size. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We'll nip back to the car and get some of the other gear if we need to. We're going to get this fella back.
Literally just about to let it go.
Do you want me to let it go, mate? You got a picture of it?
Yeah, you can.
I'll try and let both together if you want. I'll try and let both together.
Let go, mate.
Let's see if we get both together. Do a nice shot with two.
A bit there, I wouldn't say that last time.
Well, he's got them out. That's a nice fish. That both of them. This shows you two sorts of people.
Like I say, they just sat down there. Shallower, yeah. I think it's very big.
I think it's because you're probably fishing quite over depth, isn't it?
He must have sat there with the plate. Oh yeah,
Well guys, as you probably gathered, it's all gone a bit crazy the last 20 minutes or so. We had that first fish when I was just returning it. It's all gone crazy. There are a couple of nicer ones in here. I'm just about to put these back. We're having a few nice ones. I did bump one off as well. But we're having a few nicer fish. I think this is probably about the biggest one so far. Keep an eye on my float. There we go. No monsters, but great fun. Absolutely great fun. I think the smallest one's the one I just had. But it's probably the best condition one and the most feisty. Certainly. Right. I just bumped into a guy called Sam as well. He was doing a bit of lure fishing, and he was saying he'd had a couple of really big ones out of here at this pound, so fingers crossed. And hello Sam, thank you very much for the info. Right, let's get him back.
I wouldn't say shallow, not as deep. Give it a minute, that big gets in place. better.
You want to nip down there?
Yeah, please, mate. I think I've done it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not taking mine or
Oh, nicked in the front of the mouth. Nah, I don't need it. It was just literally, wasn't far away from losing that one. There we go. Fab. Right, mate. Chatted him back. Oh, you on?
Yeah.
3.
Not very big, mate. No. Not very big. I think it's still not going.
Well, guys, had another one. There we go. Some great sport this evening. The last few sessions have been so terrible. It's really good this evening. Brilliant. It's just getting to the right time now. The sun's starting to set. Fab.
No.
Ah. So guys, Friday just gone, we had a really good session, so hoping to repeat it again tonight. Steve's had a couple before I got here. Biggest one was about £3, something like that, so it's looking reasonably good, although, you know, this bright sunshine's not going to help too much. So I've got the baits over there in the shade. What I'm going to do, I think I'll give it half an hour here.
As soon as you find one, man, you catch it. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I haven't set one up. It's feeling bigger than smaller. Well, I think it's fine, but
That's still, that's it, man. It's all good, isn't it?
very much.
Well guys, we've had to wait a little while and one move later, but it seems to be on the fish. Moved to the next pound up to where we were, and Steve's just lost one as we were just after we landed this fish. He's been resting in the net. It's very lively, not very happy at all, as you can see. Great, I don't know, 2.5 pounds, something like that. Brilliant. It's fantastic. But hopefully we'll have a few more. We're going to stick it out in this pound certainly for half an hour or so, and then we'll work our way back to the car, I think, if nothing else comes. Brilliant.
Not bad.
Pizza there.
Not bad. Mine's better than mine. You took that. No.
So I didn't realise the bait running from.
See the spines?
Doesn't look like a perch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's the colouring like on it.
That's a beauty, that.
Get him in. Get you on there. There we go. I'll get him in.
Oh, you're potato. I thought, leave that baby alone.
That was down the middle.
Right.
Just have a look.
Crab.
A breather. Oh, hello.
Come on,
Go on, mate. Go, 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 go.
Yeah. Certainly on the feet. That was on snow. That's Sansa. Live as his brother.
Determined to give us a soaking. Three.
Thanks, mate.
So I've got 2 nets in it.
Yeah.
What are you next, mate?
Yeah, you carry on.
It's only a little.
Well boys, it's all gone a bit quiet in this pound. We're going to have a move back down that way, back down towards the car. We've had a few out of here, but whether we've had all the fish that are hungry or quite what's happened, I don't know. But the sun's gone down. It's getting on 9:15, something like that, 9:30. As I say, we're going to have a move back down. We're going to probably fish for another hour. We'll just leapfrog, I think, all the way down to the car. So we'll see you down there. Cool.
What's wrong with him? Got the same food. Got his fin up for you.
He's not very happy in that light.
No, I don't think he is, mate.
Give him a breather.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't tell for a minute. What time? Feels heavy, but I've got a 3-ounce lead on. I can't really tell.
Not bad, is it?
My rock is cold. As I say, I've got...
Well guys, I think we're going to call it a day at that. Unfortunately, finishing on a lost fish. Just got one rod left out, just in case we might have a last minute take, but it's all gone a little bit quiet. Steve had that one since it's got dark, but I did have a couple of 3 bites. Couldn't connect with anything, and then I had that fish you saw a minute ago, but dropped off just near the net. Didn't get to see it. Felt reasonable fish. No, that wasn't huge, but felt a reasonable fish. Bit of a shame, but there you go. Anyway, so be good to have a catch up, and thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your own angling, tight lines, and I'll see you again very soon.